wins team fights because of their phenomenal util.
koalanoob with a huge opportunity already in front of him. Two more players coming out of arcade, but he can have a bit of a silver platter here. John QT pops, still koalanoob around the corner, but koalanoob, he has his head on a swivel. He just got a pick out of arcade, and he ends up going up again with knives. What is going on here, koalanoob? Askia still.
Oh my God!
koalanoob, clay pigeon out of the air, and M80 mow over Union.
And koalanoob is firing into round 7. That was an insane final shot, but M80 looking a lot sharper after that timeout. koalanoob's operator is huge in taking these early fights, and the confidence that that guy has off of that round is probably going to be brimming as we move forward. And Union doesn't reset them here, but that's a big round, I think, for the...
But decide the opposite. Boombot goes in, it keeps 9Z bit planted inside B, leaving Koita by himself, but he can't make good on the contact. So we go into a 4v4, Spike will be planted here, and Nismo's gonna go up the ropes with a little bit of support from koalanoob, and they're gonna have an opportunity to use this one-way smoke, and boy, do they ever. All 3 kills come through.
If you'll recall, he never was able to get the Mizu to get healed with the regrowth, or if Mizu even purchased it.
Yeah.
We're on this site, ready to hold down the guard. koalanoob, same thing over towards the mid side, could have had a big impact on the reach. A lot of util on him, but Valen, he has the one smoke. Net even has a turret to use. koalanoob getting up another kill, and they still have an Hunter's Fury. There it is, the Hunter's Fury to pressure everyone out. Can they line up the kills? koalanoob getting up another one. There's 2 players still left. Net spraying away. Pretty much calls everyone back for the guard. Now koalanoob, he may isolate one. Indeed he has.
Once again, M80 in pretty dominant control of this round. Forcing the guard. Oh my God, koalanoob. He literally just saw like the flesh of his elbow.
One enemy remaining.
Contact bait. Artson's gonna get his 3rd. Hold on, now it's just on to John, or pardon me, koalanoob, who's gonna go from the shadows, cancel it, trying to create some down. He gets the 1st. Off the reset. Barton up top. It's an Omen v Omen battle, and it's koalanoob with the Guardian Tapper.
And everybody push all the way back. Guess to who? To koalanoob.
And this is terrifying. 3 players around the corner. The knives being the first. Finds one. Emid goes down. Shorty in hand finds a second. They want to try and run down the op, but Koala just won't allow it. The backup has arrived. EU takes down the flash. Rukoide gets one back, but...
It's just a pinch. Everybody ends up getting taken down. On one side, you find the operator. The shorty as well up close. And there's just no way out. And Novista coming up on top.
Yeah, out on top. One of those 2 kills, Degata was fully flashed. Meanwhile, across the map, though, oh no way, Koala is just doing Koala things. Listen, I know that you think that they just sleep. Not yesterday, I was VOD reviewing yesterday, but the casters, I think it was Dust at the time, was talking about how good Nismo is. Dropping down or blast packing, they were giving Nismo a lot of love for that. But we see it right here from Koala. This guy immediately plants his feet, finds the kill. I mean, that right there is... That's a scary prospect for any team. It goes down, so does Nismo. Beautiful kill there from Degata, and that means the no command online. From the 2v2, the Blades. It's not the Blades, it's a classic and a Bucky here for koalanoob. And Thule is down to 9 HP. This shotgun might be everything Koala needs, as he is so incredibly healthy, but with 15 seconds, he's got to make a play. He continues to jump around, is waiting for the Blades, and gets it done. A Zenny clutch for koalanoob.
Ends up getting taken down. Also take into account this is the chamber, right? And even though the range for that TP isn't the greatest these days, they're planning on slowing down at all.
Askia surely does not plan to slow down, but John Cutie. Now the operator gonna find a backstab. Knives online. Look at the util tossed out this way. Ult for ult as Koala goes up top. Speaking of up top, on his wall is Rafa, the last one standing, and koalanoob will deal with him. 4 kills.
And the team outside, the family supporting in the chat. And we always see it. And it's great.
One enemy remaining.
It does add up to all these plays that we get to see from the Jet.
Outside of that, it's just Valen who does have it from the shadows. koalanoob peeking, finding the first. Prowler's out, hold on a second. No follow-up here from Valen. It's us to a 3v3. Nightfall at the ready, gets immediately spent. Here comes Emedy quickly, trying to break down this post plant. They get the first 2, no worries. koalanoob working on the ace. The last player's down low. Trent will find one, but no, Nismo shuts him down, and
and playing against the guard's default by challenging the edges of the map where they think that they might be able to find a 1v1 or maybe even a 2v1 and then use that to get information.
And now all of a sudden, the guard need to make a choice. Is it going to be B or is it going to be A? And they've chosen incorrectly. Xander's going to catch another on knife. koalanoob there trying to set up and out of the 1v1. Net's going to think he's got time to go all the way back, and Plant will extend the clock. koalanoob! First opportunity!
Expecting Xander in the corner. They did not have really that much time to check it efficiently either. I mean, the clock was running pretty low. And then, yeah, koalanoob doesn't even need any time in that clutch. He finds it the first chance he gets.
He also will hold onto this ankle. A little bit of damage talent, but nothing of too much concern. koalanoob will actually teleport back to B main. They do not want to allow that to happen, which is Sato to jump on in. Shotgun also out. That works for koalanoob, who now changes back. He's John Wick. He's got every weapon. He picks it up in midair.
It was a decent attempt on that big B flank, but on the eco round, the utility was so sparse that Sato was essential.
Yeah, we're getting there.
The actual buy for Glorious, dimensional drift for koalanoob, and almost a rolling thunder. So ult's ever important at this.
And yeah, he'll get one. And whoa! How does he get two? There's no way! And now it's just down to koalanoob. Swaps from the classic into the reload. Evil just needs to hit one shot. Recon dart goes out. koalanoob tucks himself into a corner. The timing on the peak. Oh, the savior of the round is koalanoob. A little 1v2 Zippo clutch.
I was also dead certain that, I don't know, any number of players were going to kill Sato. Actually, the protagonist in the server right now.
Or do we switch it over? Thrash doesn't get to decide for them. It's too detained, and no way 7 is going to save that. It's a 3-piece for koalanoob and M80 with the lead.
You cannot be doing that. He's a one-way though. They're going to run into VCJ here, and they're making a 1-for-1 at least. koalanoob, beautifully done. Great spray transfer, and 3-4 to his hand. The weaponry advantage, though, here, of course, does a lot of heavy lifting for M80 is just as well, because they've shrunk that lead.
Not playing through main, it's not extending out of the site, it's still trying to get organized. And look, who's checking generator? Luke is popping on. koalanoob at least spits back, but M80, these rounds are still ramping up, and it's Galores.
It's just going to wait it out, trying to aim battle them. Cutting through. The rotate's still there, and Evil Kick still has full util.
Anything but a noob, and the ace for koalanoob all by himself to keep M80 within 1.
The correction not quite there. Dante's a little bit low, but he gets the site anyway. Dark cover thrown down in the middle of it. This gets uncomfortable because Sabantu gotten into a nasty little backstab position. Dante was down, but he was low anyway. Swinging the planter, why don't you? koalanoob with the op gets there. And it is AK laid to rest in droves. Tony Tinchop there with an operator.
Might have been another shotgun.
Has a bit of bayonet.
The double pump strat. He steps up massively on the anchor.
Close quarter 0 point thrown out. Placed off, but Dante makes him dangerous, but koalanoob still getting involved. He's falling to shut down the jet. And here comes koalanoob. His knife's a little bit sharper. And an aim to match.
Oh, close.
He's more actually into the smoke. Love this from him. He's going for it. Fouls a second, but it's only the KO that he brought down. koalanoob would love to capitalize here on their attempts to bring him back into the fray. Sabantu, though, tried to TP him forward and fell. Tinchop, though, eventually emerges from his hidey hole. Oh, the movement, the smooth from koalanoob. Oh, my God. The boy is here. And he just brought the roof down on All Night.
Does something just about as obnoxious to Adverso there, close range in the smoke. Koala has firmly taken this game over. The opping.
He shrugged this one off. Tinchop also effective behind that cyber cage. 0 point comes out, but Tinchop is going to be overwhelmed. This stinger for BCJ finally goes to work. And now back in security. Adverso has to wait. Recon might give him something to work with despite the smoke in his face, but it's avoided by M80. Here they come, though. The spray down is good for koalanoob, and now Dante has to try and stand. And M80 recover. They come back from that nasty round loss.
For just a moment there, almost felt like Nico Machine was a little bit afraid. never actually pushed through that smoke.
Luis is going to need some noise to happen from the front first before he can make this play from behind. At the same breath, Xander's hitting a bit of a pinch as well over towards the backside of this. So M80 have all their bases covered.
Still works.
Starting to run out of numbers, though, is the problem. koalanoob, yes, sir! Luis, last one left. Timing of this flank has been missed. Dark cover is down, but he's going to have to try to stick something, and the shorty says, not today. koalanoob on 4 for the round.
And you saw here from at least the minimap that he had a TP to cross the first trip that was placed behind here by Net, but he didn't have the second one. And I thought, yes, you were mentioning here that...
The bated breath. Na'Vi. Oh, Ayak. Felt a little...
Last player standing.
Oh god, and now you're feeling a bit uncomfortable. Do you continue? With 13 seconds, you have to. You got to stick the landing now, and there's problems everywhere. 8 seconds, he wanted to catch Crashies, and he does! And now time, 4 seconds to swap! koalanoob gets the Red Bull clutch as and when Na'Vi needed it. 6-6, we are tied up, all even.
Disaster for Fnatic there. I just threw away the end of that round there.
And look, Chronicle put in some work, Crashy's put in work here to bring that back from the brink. It was almost a disaster, but this couldn't be closer now in map 2. This is an elimination game, and who knows who's walking away in one piece after this. Don't miss that second half. This is absolutely heating up.
Just raise a question mark or two, but Na'Vi starting to gravitate towards B now. It's the op under fire! koalanoob with a ridiculous shot. 10 seconds or less. koalanoob still going.
Down B.
Op in his hands. The safest pair of hands in the server when you hit his sight. Being the round that's just happened, right? That shot's insane. Like, we asked for koalanoob to improve, right? To show us exactly what he's made of, especially in this important match. And